good on the hero, so that gives me confidence.
Even you
he plays her quite a bit.
That coming. But you didn't.
I have not seen her pub or pro in
Prepare
quite a
for
while.
battle.
I actually don't really know how to rate the Vengeful Spirit, but having 2 charges on the ultimate was a big buff that I thought would really push her back into prominence. I'm a little surprised that she's been ignored so much. Maybe a bit of a sleeper hero.
It definitely helped for a long time, but I think the other 5s were just better, and it's harder to work her in as a 3 because generally there's better 3s. Like, wasn't Batrider still in, for example?
Yes, he was.
So it's like, you know, that's a
Centaur
pretty
was
tempting
still in.
hero for a lot of teams, but then there's the Oracle, so it's like, okay, so maybe we don't want Batrider this game, and the Centaur was still in too, is that what you said?
Yep, I think so. I think Centaur made it all the way through, ignored.
Yeah. So I don't know, you just have like a little bit of confidence in it. They're gonna try that. I like the swap here though. The swap's very interesting. Versus the Monkey King, you can pull him out of the arena.
30 seconds to battle.
No, are they just rotating shit around here, or is Nisha actually going to go bottom? I thought that's what you meant by changing things around.
No, he's got safe lane items. He's going safe lane. They're trying to not get revealed. That's why they're hanging so far back, because they don't want them to know that the DK is going mid. Because if the DK goes mid, they're going to send the Monkey King mid. That's why everyone's dancing.
That matchup. It's like Monkey King has kill threat on DK, but you've also got all that armor on DK that you can sort of handle it better than most other melee heroes in that 1v1 scenario.
I think the problem is that just Monkey King gets everything, which unfortunately is the big thing about Monkey King anyway. Like, he tends to get everything if he's going to go mid, because teams only send him mid when he's going to have a really good matchup. But he's just one of the best heroes at transitioning good lane into good game, right?
That's true, yeah.
And he just moves so fast across the map.
Just swinging through trees, and Liquid will get this matchup right. It is DK versus MK mid. Battle of the K's here. Mickey versus Matumba Man.
Very curious to see how this bottom lane goes. Not one you get to see very often. Oracle and Lone Druid versus Storm Spirit and Keeper of the Light.
Get off my lawn. What's a lawn?
Just a lot of spam from Nisha, I'm sure, and lots of mana being pumped out from the Coddle.
Yeah, that is sort of a cool dynamic, huh? I've seen side lane Storm occasionally. It's not ideal because you get less XP, but get the free farm or something close to it. It can certainly pay off. Side lane Storms always reminds me of, was it the old NIP squad that used to do Wisp Storm occasionally? I think I saw some Mason stacks do that back in the day also.
Yeah.
Up top,
haven't seen that one in a while.
Yapzor, the great chase. It's so many couriers.
My fault.
And he will go down to the tower. So I guess technically not a first blood.
Tiger didn't even get the damage at all, did he?
Nope, couldn't get there in time. So again, we always go back to this. Is that worth it? 30 times 5, a shared bounty of 106. I guess Grimstroke got a little XP. I think that's worth it for Yapzor.
I'm not actually sure. I guess. Like,
slightly favoring Secret with that trade.
He got his mana back. I'm not sure how much he had used in the lane as well. If he was like completely empty, I guess it's probably worth.
I mean, he's level 1. It's not... You got that one fissure back. Yep. It was more just comical seeing him chasing 2 couriers, but not having the auto attacks to kill both of them. Oh, Zai now. Swell comes in, does connect. Boxy's there with the Remnant. I don't know if they'll have the damage for this. Instead, they'll try to turn onto Boxy, but Zai takes the stroke. It's going to be really close, but Boxy gets it with the stick charges. Yapzor trying to body block, wants the counter kill here, but maybe a tall order. Good dissimulate, fissure, not going to go out. Now Yapzor on the run, barely makes it out of the Remnant, and he will survive. But advantage for Liquid up top now.
Yeah, not a hero you want to be losing the lane with, that is for sure, in the Vengeful Spirit. She's not one that's necessarily designed, like, she's okay once the group up starts, but you're hoping for this kind of play, right? You want constant stuns and kills.
Nice counter kill.
Alright, game's good again. It's all fine. I gotta say, Mickey is doing okay, but Matu's just doing fantastic in this mid lane. Like, yeah, he's only 3 CS behind, but I've been watching, and like, there've been so many moments where I thought Mickey was gonna get denied, and Matu just like barely squeaks out these last hits. Like, I feel like this should be going a lot worse for the hero, but of course it does get worse now as the levels start to stack up.
Another intense battle. I've just been tunneling on this top lane. Are they going to find the Grimstroke? He's looking in the trees. There's the stick charging. Another magic missile. Zai sets it up. Right back the other way. So let's check in on mid. I think you were exactly right about this matchup, buddy. 23-4 on the MK, 17-3 on the DK. Machu's doing fine, but Mickey's doing better. And that's a scary proposition if you're Secret.
Yeah, like, because Nisha's going to retreat to the jungle, right? We kind of know that's going to happen with the Storm Spirit because he's in the safe lane, so he's already going to be behind. So he really needs neutral time. And if Mickey gets this haste rune down bottom, that could be a bit of an issue here. I guess he's only level 5, so the rotation isn't that scary. Although, even if he just sticks in the lane with the haste rune, that's a bit of a problem for Matsu when it's a monkey kick.
Oh, gets rooted, and that'll be a kill. Nice try from Nisha. He actually grabbed the bear with the vortex. But just before Puppy died there, I was about to say how nice the light is to stop these potential kills onto the Storm Spirit. With the Spirit Bear charging at him, and here's the combo. Insania.
Oh, they couldn't get it.
They got it. They got it.
I thought they needed the root.
Insania is such a good Oracle player, dude.
I mean, level 3 Oracle is probably the best level 3 hero in the game. I don't think anyone's even particularly in the argument. Like,
in terms of power spike for a single game level 3, yeah, you got a 200 damage spell on a 2-second cooldown. That's pretty nuts.
So Matsu wound up getting the haste rune, and he instantly went down bottom and stole one of their bounty runes too. And he's going to attempt to make a little rotation into the lane as they give Nisha mid. Nisha's only level 3 though, so he needs Puppy's help here.
And Mickey, of course, level 5. Certainly a bit scary. They'll put some good damage into him. This is sort of a cool rotation. Yeah, we'll see.
As long as Nisha doesn't die. I kind of want to see Taiga just run mid.
The Monkey
Gonna come
King's
instead.
craft
Has a
is worth
salve
more
from
than
Mickey.
gold.
Say, so far so good with the coddle here. I mean, they're putting a lot of pressure on this Monkey King, but now Insania is going to join the crew. Here's the combo again. They root it in place. They drop the Purifying Flames. This time it's not quite enough.
Man.
Oh, it's so close.
That Fisher, it
Dyer's
just
top
delayed
tower
enough for the
is under
healing to
attack.
kick in from the Purifying Flames a little bit longer.
Wow. Those are those moments as an Oracle player where you're like, if I just waited on that first flame just a little bit longer.
Regeneration.
Now Insania might be in trouble. He gets knocked back with the boot from Puppy. Nice block out from
You have
Yapsor,
come
but
by a power
they can't go
few.
blow for blow with Mickey, and Yappy might get left behind. Now the Jingu comes out, and Insania picks it up with one more Purifying Flames.
Having to come tri-lane mid and still losing heroes is not a great sign.
Definitely a rocky laning stage for Secret, and we're seeing it on the net worth. 6-2 for Liquid, and they've got a nice little lead for themselves with the Koikster at the top of the charts.
If I'm Liquid at this point now, as they continue to trade in the mid lane, but I don't think it's going to amount to anything, I'm starting to think a lot about this area of the map and how much Secret are going to want to try and like retreat into there in the next 5 to 10 minutes. And if I can get any sort of forward vision to support, like just a little smoke play or something, so that my Monkey King and Void Spirit can kind of go crazy, that would feel really good.
Well, they seem pretty committed to keeping Nisha mid. Can definitely visualize how underleveled he is. Nisha and Puppy both just about to hit level 5. And you look at that solo Monkey King, and he's a nice chunk into level 7 already. It's like a 2.5 level difference. Although if they're not killing Nisha, Secret might get away with this. You know, Storm, of course, it's all about the ultimate. And once he gets there, the road to recovery looks a little easier. Insania, he's going to get converged on. This is a 4-on-1.
All part of the plan.
You got it.
You blew it.
A big bounty there at 147 gold.
20 assist gold, that's all you get is a Coddle Revenge. That is so weird to see.
Dude.
That's such a pathetic...
And they each got 50 experience. I mean,
Dire
seriously, we
are
joke
scanning.
about it a lot, but these kills in the first 10 minutes, they are worth
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nisha, though, as I say that, he's going to get shut down level 5. This is the time to kill him. Nice use of the illusion rune, but unfortunately, only going to buy him a couple of
Oh,
seconds.
come on. You're dead already.
It's It's like the value in killing Storm there is slowing down.
Dire's top tower is
It is
under
not
attack.
in you getting much of a game. They are going to move into the jungle and clear out
Look at
the
these
stacks.
stacks, dude. These are all stacked.
The big play. You can see Secret there. The supports are like, no, please.
This is my retirement plan. Taiga gets swapped up top.
Dire's
going in.
top tower is under attack.
They find the kill there. Not done yet, though. Zai on the run. Boxy steps forward, finds the kill. Now down by the Roach pit. They want Insania, but not the easiest target. Monkey King's joined the party. He's going to bring them both down. There's one. Make that two. And that is 3
Dire's
on the
middle
sideline
tower
for
is under
Secret.
attack.
Liquid getting so much more out of these lanes. And don't forget the Quixter's down bottom, just free farming.
Radiant's bottom
they're
tower
losing these
is under
fights
attack.
basically 45.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, the lane swap did not play up for them. They really needed that like initial kill on Mickey or something to try and even out the XP between Nisha and Mickey so that Nisha could like at least hold his own a little bit. And then of course stealing the stacks is also pretty brutal because we know, I mean, that's why they're in here, right? That's what we talked about. They know that Secret are going to retreat back into this jungle. And again, Insania now getting good wards down on the bottom side because this is where Liquid want to play right now. They want the constant pressure of Quickfa until they take this tower.
Puppy. Savage roar into a root. Yeah, Puppy's dead.
There's no way. Once the Mask of Madness got delivered, there's like 0 chance of getting out of that one. The Boxy's gonna mess
Radiant's
around up here
bottom
for this
tower
bounty already.
is
Yeah,
under
he's like,
attack.
no, okay. I don't feel like getting
Stupendous.
on top of that thing by Yapsor.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
To restore the void within.
Top Tiger. He's
Dire's structures are fortified.
okay. XP even.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We're just getting targeted down here with the taunt, the ace well, easy.
I expected a minor correction.
Uncharacteristic for Yapsor. 0, 4, and 2 in the first 10 minutes. Now find more. It's Zai that gets jumped on, caught by the Fortune's End.
Your
Make it 2.
seeps into my collection.
And they're just ignoring Matu. It's like, nah. Just kill the Vengeance, back up. It's kind of fine. Boxy now gonna head mid. Keep the pressure going on
Dire's
to
turret
Nisha.
has been
And
killed.
Quackle's continuing bottom.
I think at this
take the
stage, anytime you can force the DK to work when he's not hitting one of your towers is already a victory. You don't have to kill him.
Jeez, Puppy. This guy's wild. So close to dying.
Nisha's now level 8, recovering a little bit. About even with the Monkey King on
That's
net worth.
insane.
Yeah.
This hero is crazy. Like, how is he ahead of a Monkey King right now? When Mickey's been like moving, I guess Mickey's been like kind of lurking a little bit.
We already talked about it. It's because kills ain't worth shit, dog. Nisha's just focused on the jungle and the lane, and Monkey King won the lane. Now he's looking for kills.
Yeah, but they stole like 5 of his camps.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is
This is
under
crazy.
attack.
He's even without the stacks. Storm still clears the jungle very quickly. It's a hard hero to shut down.
Fresh ward taken any from Taiga. Will he get out?
Don't think so. Maybe he will. Swap from Zai, looking for the missile. It will connect, and now they should be able to finish him off. And they need one more, though. Yapsor, fissure in
Radiant's
3.
middle tower
Not
is
gonna
under
need it.
attack.
Okay, okay, there it is.
I feel like Zai just
Yeah.
gave him that on purpose. I think because he definitely could have had a step right click. I'm pretty sure. I think he's trying to jack up Yapsor.
Radiant's
Doesn't
middle
Bench
tower
have
is
slightly
under
shorter
attack.
range?
She does, but he also
Radiant
has swap. I mean,
structures are
theoretically, it's,
fortified.
you know, the charge
Okay.
time isn't.
Yeah, that's true. He did have the second swap. All right. Might be right. It kind of looked like he just got outranged, but...
Well, meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're trying to keep this pressure up. As Insania's in a little bit deep.
Oh, double damage rune though on Boxy.
Dire's
Now it's
top
expired.
tower
They're just
is
gonna
under
kill
attack.
him.
Only delays my designs.
Okay. Guess Boxy a little too cocky with the positioning there.
Yeah, some of
Dire's
these
top
kills worth
tower
quite a
has
bit
been
more.
denied.
Almost 300 XP and 160 gold each. And they instantly smoke him and want to go for more. Didn't use any big cooldowns. The only thing that has been popped is the DK form, and he's continuing the pressure up top. So they're going to try and smoke behind Matu and hope that Liquid engage on him with a a force that's not quite powerful enough. They're going to leave with a Fisher. I don't think they can pull them all out.
Zip into the magic missile. They've got some lockdown, but don't forget, Matu's got the Dragon Tail as well. Now another swap. They're going on to Insania. This Oracle is level 6. Not going to waste the false
Dire's
promise,
top tower is
though.
under
Guaranteed dead. And that's 2 down for Liquid. All of a sudden, Nisha's hit level 10. He showed up. He's got a Kaya. Secret are back.
I was wondering what the plan was. Is like, how are you gonna fall off that Fisher from so far away, and then suddenly it's just Nisha zipping through. Didn't even smoke with them. It's like, yeah, I'm coming. I'll make it there eventually.
Dire's
Look at
top
this. You
tower
kill our
is under
stacks. We're
attack.
coming into your jungle. We're finding your stacks. Okay, they're gonna walk right by it, but really thought
Many
Secret wanted that
hands make
stack.
light
I guess
work.
risky with the Monkey King back alive already.
We need that that first item for a couple of these Liquid heroes. They've stalled out a little, right? We need the
Radiant's
Yules
bottom
for the
tower
Void
is
Spirit.
under
We
attack.
need the Echo Saver for Mickey, and then we just need that additional item of the Deso on Quakeba. And look, we're going to be feeling a lot better about this game.
Oh, that Deso's very close too. A couple hundred gold.
Puppy is queuing up a Veil.
It's an
interesting one.
Smoke now in the mid. Sword. This should be a pretty easy target.
To dust.
Taiga will take credit. Secret's starting to rotate towards mid, like they want to have some sort of reaction play.
Quakeba went in.
Yes, he did. They're trying to focus down the bear, and they might be able to kill it. There
They
is
have
a
Will-O-Wisp
resummon,
here.
though.
This is a little dangerous.
Tower now in deny range as Matu blinks forward. Dragons on to Taiga. They want this kill. Will-O-Wisp to follow it up. The false promise comes down. Taiga's still alive. Now the leash on the storm line. Nisha gonna be in trouble. Monkey King drops his ult. Nisha goes down first. Now Matu locked in place. Sustaining for now. They're gonna try to turn onto Mickey, and they've got the stuns to lock him in place. And the damage to finish him off. It's a 1-for-1. Both mid laners down. And blink forward. Matu with another catch. Knows Insania doesn't have the ulti, but they can't finish
Dire's
him in
middle
time.
tower is under attack.
Now just pressure onto the
Dire's
tower.
structures are fortified.
Pretty even fight, honestly. Looked really good for Liquid, but Secret held it together and kept their tier 1 alive.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be worse for Liquid until they hit that soulbind onto the 2 big targets of Matu and Nisha. Fox going in.
There. Not much time left on that DK ult. Storm comes zipping in, finds Insania. Now once more, dives deeper onto Boxy. Has the damage, not quite, it's there. Nisha.
Dire's middle tower is under
Not the
attack.
bear, too. Oh my god, dude. Nisha just got like 800 gold.
And that's the
Dire's middle
resummon. So that's
tower
55 seconds. No bear and no Deso. He's got the Mithril Hammer on the actual Druid. Couldn't get delivered in time to make the big item.
Stupendous.
That's brutal.
What a series
Dire's
of
middle
events there for
tower
Nisha.
is under
That
attack.
is such a boost to his net worth. Even gets a bounty rune to top it all off as well. And then Liquid even a little worried. They actually scanned the Roche bit just because they're against Avenge, you know. Maybe a little worried that they might go for that because there's a Storm Spirit, but they have a ward vision there on Matu, so I guess his positioning could also signal that everyone else is in the pit.
Good old Storm Spirit, dude. The roller coaster that is Storm. 4, 3, and 2. He's gone from getting shut down to shutting him down and back and forth a couple times, and now Bloodstone not that far away. Liquid looking for more. Moving up to the
Dire's
high
top
ground,
tower
and it's
is
actually
under attack.
Secret on the hunt. They face check the high ground, and it's going to cost Taiga his life. Maybe even Boxy. Doesn't know if he dissimulate, and they don't want to dive it. Although the bear is back, and
Dire's
he's got the
courier has been
Desolator.
killed.
Potential power spike for Liquid.
Rapid with the health creep. Centaur coming.
Gunned up. Storm zipping across the way. They gonna find another. It's Mickey. Down comes Ignis, and they have stuns for days, Trent. Every single one of their heroes has some kind of disable, and you can feel it. They know this bear was just resummoned. They want to bring it down again, but they don't have the stun lock this time.
Man,
Secret have claimed control.
they're just so good at pushing people who are off balance, just the littlest bit. And they just like knock them all the way over, you know? It looks like you're just reeling a little, and then they just come through and absolutely shove you down like a couple of linebackers.
And again, just remarking at how easy they made it look. Like, look at that. Oh, maybe we'll see a fight here. Yapsor on the high ground. Initiated off. It does have Zai nearby. Nope.
Dire's
Secret.
middle
You're gonna have to let the
tower
Shaker go. Although they do jump in, they make it a 1-for-1. The Mickey's all flies. And now Zai will get left behind. That makes it a 2-for-1, favoring Liquid. Okay, a little sign of life for the Dire.
Dire's courier has been
If
killed.
Yapsor comes back and gets his Blink Dagger, him only dying twice is a pretty big victory on the path to that Blink Dagger. Because they were behind, and then he's playing
Radiant
as an
structures
Earthshaker that's
are
going to have to sit in
fortified.
some side lane to farm up this Blink Dagger versus a Monkey King and a Grim Spirit, or a Void Spirit. It's like so hard to do that.
Liquid hanging around in enemy territory. Druid ult about to expire. Puppy does go down. An awkward fight in the river now, and it's not looking good for Secret. Nisha barely lives as he zips away. Now Matsu completely surrounded, and he's going to get finished off, but...
He jumped into the Aether Pole to save Nisha.
Sacrificial action. Looking for more, though. They're going to fight Yapsor more.
Radiant's middle tower
What
is
a game
under
that
attack.
we've got.
Radiant's
Right
middle
before that
tower
engagement, I was going to
has
say, look
fallen.
at the gold graph. Maybe still an interesting story. A true Loch Ness Monster style graph here was a 3K advantage for Liquid, swung back to a 3K advantage for Secret, and now we're about leveled out, less than 1,000 lead for Secret. We're back to even Steven.
And that kill on Yapsor is going to delay that Blink Dagger again, and now there's questions towards Liquid of, like, can you get into the pit? Like, maybe after these neutral items, they might consider it. They're taking that outpost first off. That gold. Insane's actually going to find Zai. He puts a ward down. Zai just plays so calm. He acts like there's 5 years behind them when they were still pretty far back.
I am.
Well,
I'm over
close
here.
enough. Nisha jumps in to grab the Oracle, and now these team fights look a little easier. Puppy does drop the Ignis, and they're off the mark this time. They're trying to focus the bear. Grimstroke drops the ult. Spells now flying through. Nisha in big trouble. Stunned, trying to heal up. The Bloodstone, not enough. It's a 1 for 2. A Secret overcommit. Now Matsu going to be on the run. It'll be a tall order to get out of this one. They use the Boxy. Boxy's actually pretty low. It was his own self-use. Ponies don't connect. Yapsor on the low ground. Like, I'd love to make a dunk happen, but I don't think this is the play. And
Roche,
he backs out.
Roche. That would feel really good right now, I think.
4 dead on Secret. Man, it looked like Secret was going to run away with it, and now all of a sudden Liquid have
Radiant
matched their team
structures
fight.
are fortified.
Some of it definitely showing with that Desolator on Koikva. His damage output, pretty scary right now.
Yeah, and they're just going to instantly rush for this top tower. I don't know, man. I would have been really tempted to Roche there without that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, dude.
It's a lot
Ooh.
easier to
The
see
bear.
the time that they have, though, from our point of view. To make that call when you're playing the game.
Freebie on Insania. Yeah, you're totally
Blow
right.
the man
but
down.
if you have a Desolator, I tend to lean into that camp of just go for it. You're going to kill Roche faster than you think. And also denying the Aegis from Storm is huge.
Yeah, that's the real big thing. 'Cause Nisha's been playing like a madman already. He kind of plays like he has an Aegis. Man, these soul bites have been so good from Taiga, by the way. Again, that's like the only reason they win that team fight, is they're able to lash Nisha onto somebody and just ruin his game. You can see them pinging so furiously, like, we need to kill the Storm Spirit. Everyone was just slamming it down. Now the Basher's there from Koikva. So now they might even be able to kill Nisha without the leash, theoretically, if the bear can cooperate a bit.
Over here
Now
now.
smoke play from Liquid as they all group up by the trees. There was some wards vision in behind the tower, so they might know about this. Matsu's way up ahead, though.
Oh, fast blink. Boxy not going to find the catch.
Yeah, so has Blink here. They get Will-O-Wisp into Echo.
Go in on the Storm. They need some stun lock, though. Swap from Zai to try to make some space. Storm tethered, not going to be able to zip, but they will walk away. Puppy drops the Ignis. Now Matsu. Command. Won't be enough to save Boxy, but Matsu pretty far, trying to walk out of the circle. He makes it, but gets bashed. Buyback for Boxy, trying to get back into this fight. Secret need to be a little careful, and they do back out. They don't want to fight against 6 heroes.
Good play by Secret, yeah. As you said, 6 heroes. Don't give them anything for that buyback on Boxy. That's going to slow down his Spirit Vessel significantly. Like 600 gold plus his death cost.
Referring to buybacks as additional heroes has been the only way I've been able to convince my pub teammates
Dire's
that
top
buybacks
tower
are scary.
is under attack.
Guys, think of it as a 7 versus 5. Oh, wow, you're right. I wouldn't fight that. Right, so let's back up. They bought back. Please. Makes sense, though. They're going to go right at it again. Foxy jumps in. Koikva gets the bash on the Zai. It's Matsu Fox now loses the dragon form. Would seem that Liquid want to fight around the lack of cooldowns for Secret, but a little bit of brain over commit. Now Nisha gonna jump back in. Nice savage roar. Dash into the room. Nisha getting worked, but he does get out. Dunk from Yapsor on the low ground. Taiga takes the false promise. He'll be able to survive. Foxy on the way out. They're gonna grab Yapsor.
Yeah, that was a save my Storm Spirit Echo. He was just worried about the additional damage coming out onto Nisha. It was still a really good Echo, but I don't think it's exactly what he was waiting for this whole time.
Absolutely. And the Storm just barely survives by the skin of his teeth. BKB and Aghanims for Nisha.
There were a lot of cooldowns gone, as you said. Like, the only thing they had pretty much was Echo. They didn't have Dragon Form. They didn't even have the Bloodstone, which is also really huge for the Storm Spirit. That's one of those ones, I don't know, at least I don't really think about it, like in terms of having this giant cooldown, but if you see that thing get popped in a team fight, that's definitely one worth remembering.
Yo, it's 30% of max mana to health regen over 2 seconds. It's a pretty significant heal. It's like a good third of his HP. That's something, all right. Interesting play from Secret, though. They're going to move into the Roche Pit, and with Echo down, maybe this feels risky, but I guess trying to catch Liquid a little off guard. It does get scouted out. They did have a double damage rune. We'll see if
I don't think Liquid play that well here. Like, in this area with their heroes, they need like a really good ink swell.
Got Wukong's command, though. That's pretty good around the pit.
It is, but Will-O-Wisp is just like auto-cancel, one-click button, no channel time, you know?
Stupendous!
I would rather have Willow if I had to choose, but just saying Liquid have some options, or they have an option, rather.
I think Secret read this one. I mean, now they're going to find the bear with the Centaur.
Helmet
Do they know they're right behind them?
They do now. Foxy jumps in, counter-initiated on. Oh, Foxy, he botches the initiation. Nisha does get stunned up, feared, but there's a Yule's Scepter. Can Nisha get out of this? Yes, he can. Up to the high ground. Coddle ult does come down, but not super effective. The BKB from Nikkei works out well. Nisha now feared in towards them, does get brought down first. Matu front lines, drops the stun. Sometimes Promise is available, though, and Sania just walks away. Not looking like a good fight for Secret. Die down pretty low. Machu still getting chased down by the bear. Puppy getting soloed by Boxy. It's all these little fights, and Secret is just getting ripped apart. Puppy loses his TP with the Yules. Zion now gonna get focused down and brought down. That's 3 on the sideline for Puppy. Pardon, for Secret.
Well, you know, it's all his show.
Radiant's
Puppy's
middle
team
tower
here,
is under attack.
and now Yapsor, he's gonna get caught. That's gonna be a 4-for-1. Somehow Yapsor does manage to live. I guess they were short on damage.
Yeah, they had the Halberd sub there from Matu as well.
Radiant
They committed too far,
structures
but
are fortified.
the reason that fight got so split up was because they tried to just like Quakefoot deal with the Dragon Knight, because they all started focusing Matu and they're like, all right, this is taking way too long. And Boxy sees the 2 supports on the side and it's like, I can just kill Puppy like so much faster than this. So then they start splitting up, so they stop committing to the DK, but you still have the bear like trying to hold them in place, so you've lost a lot of your damage for picking off these supports. Then it gets delayed, and then Insania ends up dying, so it wasn't the cleanest finish to that team fight, but still a victory nonetheless for Liquid. However, as the arrows from Insania are pointing out, guys, we still need to go back to the Roche Pit.
Yep. He's regenerating, almost back up to full health. A solid lead for Liquid, though. Biggest lead we've seen this game coming out at 27 minutes. Got a nice amount of control. Tier 3 items getting farmed up.
Oh, sliver for DK. Matu was already so annoying. I don't even know if he yeah, he does take it, okay.
Always feel good.
I like the Fairy Fire though, actually. That's pretty good for Mickey. For just, honestly, Boxy could really use it too, with the way he's been diving in.
I think and a great Fairy Fire gets a bad rap because it's consumable, but with heroes like Oracle, I think that adds to your excitement for getting it picked up. Pretty damn good with False Promise.
Another smoke now from Liquid. No Radiant Vision directly where it happened. The bear's sitting next to an Arcane Rune, and he's gonna snag it just as the Storm was zipping. Ooh. Good stuff from Quakefoot. That would have been really bad. You do not want to fight a Storm Arcane.
Certainly not. Also, MKB gonna be on the way for the bear. Still some farming to do, but Quakefoot going full out damage.
really curious to see if Zai finishes out this Aghanims, because it's now the Fearing swap Aghanims. It's looked okay in the games I've seen it. I think it makes more sense on the core Venge style compared to like the position 5 that's trying to like save heal from lasso. Because
So
you're going to be a little bit more like double targeting.
Does it fear where you cast from or where you land? I guess
Where you land.
Okay. Moves on to the storm. Taunt. Nisha going to be in some big trouble here. Silence. He's just dead. They go 1 for 1, but Oracle for Storm, not the trade that Secret wanted.
Dropping these charges.
Once again.
There it goes.
Now towards the pit we go.
Oh, that's a nice grab there from Mickey. That was sick.
Swap from Zai. Gets Puppy up to the high ground, but BKB from Mickey. They'll finish it off, and now Puppy is still done for.
If they only killed Puppy, that wouldn't be too amazing, but getting the Will-O-Wisp was the big thing, because now there's no threat of him like buying back and coming to the pit and chucking down the ulti or and helping the Storm Spirit get in there. Now they just need to concede the Roche over to the side of Liquid.
Yeah, I think you got to let this go.
This is a bit of a grudge match too, you know, like Liquid beat Secret in the, I think it was the group stage of We Play, and they're obviously pretty amped up about it, but then I think Secret 2-0'd them later on in the actual bracket portion. And there was some tweeting back and forth, you know, all good fun between the orgs, but you know, Liquid were very pleased with themselves, obviously, for beating Secret, because that feels very good. And then Secret fired back a little bit when they took the victory the next time, and I think this is their 3rd meeting since then. So this is kind of like game 3 of their little best of 3 of their series. You know,
I gotcha. The BO3 of the BO3s.
Yeah, this is a pretty big game between these two orgs. Like Liquid really want this one.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like that's a. I mean, Secret are still that top contender that I think everybody's looking to take some wins off these guys, but. I mean, it's nice to see this Liquid squad also steadily improve. You know, when they switched from Alliance to Liquid, there were some moments. I remember we watched them at some minors last year going, man, still can't close it out, huh?
What was that copy fast? I don't remember. It's something about Loda selling the team. I was like, Loda like hoodwinking Team Liquid. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
But they've continued to improve, and they're just looking better and better.
I know, speaking of improving, by the way, shout out to Alliance. I know that they're actually S4. I was catching some of those games earlier here. S4 is looking kind of nice, guys. You know, he had some rough times as of late. Let's
break off the rust. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's looking like S4 again.
That's exciting. I like S4, man.
Oh, who doesn't? He's too nice.
Radiant's middle tower is under
attack.
attack.
When I was writing or something, but I went back and looked at a bunch of Heroes of New Earth lobbies to try to remember stuff, and I realized like I cast a shitload of S4 games in Heroes of New Earth and didn't even know it. No idea who he was, no nothing. 10 years later, you go back and look and go, well, I'll be goddamned. I've known S4 much longer than I realized. He's old.
Cast a lot of Zai games too.
Yes. See, I remember those. I remember when Zai like broke onto the scene because he was super, super young. He was like, what, 14 or something? It was, at the time, that was crazy. S4 was too low profile.
Now look at him.
Now just look at him. He still doesn't speak.
Zai with the minus 2.75 second. That is cooldown. What's that put down to now? 6.25. You need one of those cooldown items too. Chucking that thing down.
Charm, yeah. Also, the MKB is out on Koika's Druid, so still maintaining that #1 net worth slot. He's a biggin.
Nice versus the evasion too of the DK. Foxy, are you gonna commit for this?
Oh, I think so. Are they gonna be able to get the counter kill? They will. In comes the Ignis, and MK also drops his ulti. But they do get Zai at the root. And Zai is down. That'll make this a 1-for-1. This time, an okay trade for Secret. Certainly better than that Oracle Storm they got last time.
Well, remember, that's into Aegis, so that feels pretty good, I think, if you're Secret.
Yeah.
Now, you are going to lose this tower, either by deny or, you know, by force. Probably try to chug it out. Oh, Matu's waiting for it. Did you see that?
I did. Too bad the bear just chomped it, man. You have to stun the bear to find that one.
Now, Nisha does have a 10-second BKB, but I'm not expecting that big old dive here. I think you just, wait for the next tower push.
Scanning.
dodge this Aegis.
I'm over here.
Honestly, I think Nisha wants to wait for Ags before he
Radiant's
goes
bottom
completely
tower
nectar.
is under
That
attack.
mid lane is just like, really, Puppy? Really? Thanks for that.
Yeah. Aghanims, eh?
Puppy did go for the veil. I know you mentioned it. I kind of thought he just had it queued up, but he's got it. Why?
I mean, they have quite a bit of magic damage.
Looking for me.
What about all the other games we've cast over the last 2 weeks where they've had a lot of magic damage and nobody's considered a veil?
I don't know, he rushed it down. Maybe because he was worried about pushing lanes out because the game was going bad at the start.
That's
I haven't looked at how the
Oh,
Illuminate
what I
scales
missed?
now, but if I had to guess, it's probably
Over
pretty
here now.
comparable with,
Probably hit a break point there.
Illusion.
yeah.
Dire's top tower is under
But
attack.
I mean, you think about how he's playing these team fights, like just chucking down the veil is pretty crazy when you have Earthshaker, 'cause it lasts a really long time. It lasts 16 seconds.
That is a long time. 20%.
You know, that's a lot of time for the fight to just kind of keep going and still blast somebody down with an Echo Slam later.
I mean, I don't think Veil's a bad item by any stretch. I guess I would challenge it with, is this better than a Glimmer Cape?
Yeah, or a Force Staff or something, right?
Right, yeah, Glimmer
Dire's
Force would be
top
my
tower
first two.
is under
That's a
attack.
big opportunity for us. Although I also recognize I probably weight Glimmer
Poppy,
a little
what
too
was that?
highly.
Did he not realize he didn't have TP or something? Because he still let that fly.
I don't know what's
Oh,
happening.
never mind. No, that is his.
Dire's top tower is
Okay,
under
yeah, I'm not
attack.
Uses the Ghost Scepter and then just flops over.
You should have left well enough.
I think his ward vision was just shy of seeing the hero, and he was just going by the
Dire's
clock.
top tower has fallen.
I'm gonna guess that's the only logical explanation, but I wasn't really paying that much attention to the vision because it was. I just thought he wasn't gonna shoot it out.
Me neither. I was thinking about Glimmer Cape. I was totally distracted. That's the Aegis reclaim.
They might get this tower though, even though they've lost the Aegis, because they're in a very good spot for it. They know the
Radiant's
Coddle's
bottom
dead.
tower is under attack.
I wouldn't be that worried right now. And they're just gonna let the bear solo siege it. This is like the worst case scenario because they're basically committing nothing. I mean, to the
Radiant's
knowledge of Secret,
bottom
they're committing
tower
nothing when in
has
reality there were a
fallen.
bunch of heroes around. So Secret probably not exactly sure where these guys are, but Foxy's gonna reveal himself in the mid lane, so now they'll have an idea of this exact rotation that they're going with. They also see Mickey underneath that ward. Zai's here with the swap. They'd have a Fissure, they'd have a Blink too. Mickey is now gone.
I'm really stoked to see this Venge Aghanims come into play. I know he's had it for a while, but I want to see some impact.
The radius is 700. Okay, that's bigger than I thought, actually.
That is pretty big.
The best thing that I see with it is, like, potentially the Lone Druid, right? Like, messing around with Koikva's spacing with the bear. That seems to be what would be the best part of it. Like, you're already swapping it, but then to Beard as well. That thing is just gonna be, like, gone. Oh, look at that with the Abyssal, though.
Bear jumps in. Yes, indeed. Stun on to Zai. Now he gets feared. Zai somehow still alive. I guess the Ignis helping him out quite a bit. Does get another tick.
Oh, Taiga's got the old dragon here, eh? Didn't even notice he had the Aghanims.
Yeah. Wow. I was wondering what that is too. That's the Dark Portrait. That's a
Yeah.
Grimstroke.
You'll get there.
I don't even want to tell you why my tongue's twisted on that one.
Oh, I get it.
There's
I
a
know, I already
Valorant
got you. I got you.
Well, I keep calling him Brimstroke. I've been doing it the other way. I fuck it up no matter which way I'm going. I'm serious. I did it yesterday. It was so embarrassing.
Not the craziest Ags game. I mean, I love the ability. I think Dark Portrait is extremely strong. It's really good versus Agi carries. It is pretty nice versus the DK for sure, because like all the attributes are getting and everything.
Yeah. It's not bad. Oh, they're jumping onto Boxy. Now, Boxy did pick up the game, so that's part of how he was able to live there. Zai walks up, gets feared. And that'll be the end of that little engagement. Yeah, whenever I see the Dark Portrait, I always think of like Morphling. You know,
Radiant's
that's
top tower is under attack.
I mean, remember that Terribly game where they literally saved the game with Dark Portrait?
Radiant's
That
top
was
tower
another good
has
unbelievable.
one.
fallen.
Yeah.
The solo base defense Dark Portrait.
Yeah, that was one of the more impressive Grimstroke Aghanims.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You know, another thing that's nice is when we talk about the Veil and all the magic damage they have, but the Dark Portrait, of course, is magic immune. So you have to commit that physical damage to kill it. It is not easy for Secret to kill this thing without committing like the time of the DK of the Storm Spirit.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Initiation. Oh, Matu on the low ground. Zai up top. There's that fear on the Mickey. Secret reset things a little bit.
Minotaur Horn there now too. Picked up by Boxies. Now he'll have the Aeon Disc and the Minotaur Horn. He needed something like that.
Yeah, that's real nice.
He's just playing so aggro this game, trying to set up good moments for Mickey and Koikva. And now a
Radiant
DD rune here as well.
scared.
Nothing will stand in my
minute
way.
away, yeah.
DD Monkey, pretty scary. Still 8 seconds left from BKB. They're going to jump in though. Boxy down low. Aeon Disc not available for another 10. Soko pops the ult. Now the Storm
Dire's
brought
middle
down
tower
through
is
the
under
BKB.
attack.
Misha just dies. Now Matu going to be somewhat left behind, and he doesn't hit for much. They're going to try to chase him down. He does finish off Boxy, but still that double damage on Mickey. A little bit of time left.
He hit Nisha for 1,000.
Now the buyback from Nisha. This is a scary fight for Secret.
He slapped with that Echo Saber, and that's why Nisha's HP just died.
BKB. That'll do it. Now
Dire's
Corpus
bottom
Bear
tower
goes
is
down.
under attack.
Resummon. There it is.
Oh man, they want this Rosh to spawn right now, and they're gonna scout it. This is very good for Secret if they're gonna notice how early this spawns.
And there he is.
Alright, Zaya's insane. I can't believe they just did that. That is so good for potential buybacks to like make that risky play and go up there.
Wow. He got away with it just in time.
That could have been so much worse. I guess they know they're fighting into a team that's lost a lot of their ultimates too. Like there's not a lot of AoE threat at the moment.
Over here
and
now.
Boxy's obviously dead, but damn, that was risky.
Zai with the unrivaled
Invisibility.
The Witless Shaco comes out on the Monkey King. Oh, it sends it home. Okay.
That's still only their second as well for both teams only have 2. So we need a little bit of a breather right now. See who's gonna get the cooldown items. We got a Princess Knife
Radiant
found now for
are
Nisha. He's gonna
scanning.
instantly equip that for his jump-in potential.
That's pretty nice.
What is it, 1.5 seconds?
Yep.
Right?
On a 12-second cooldown. Does the projectile speed matter at all?
I don't know enough to say that it does. It doesn't really feel like it does. I guess there's moments where it's not gonna hurt you, right? You know?
Well, yeah.
There's moments where they might not get a blink off or something because of it.
Give you that. It just seems like such a weird stat to have on that item.
Yeah.
Timeless Relic, though, gets picked up. Storm will be happy to grab that instead. Top lane now. Maybe some initiation. Boxy jumps forward. Finds the shaker. Ignis comes down, but it's really done. Gets the kill onto Insania. Yapsor trying to live, and he actually does. Now getting healed back up thanks to the Purified Flames. Time to a second. Buyback now for both supports on Liquid.
Man, that was some big brain stuff there from Zai. So instead of just trying to swap out Yapsor and basically sacrificing himself, he gets the vision further forward with the wave and swaps in a second hero. He brings the Oracle over to Yapsor, so even though Yapsor is still getting like chained up, now instead of Yapsor just like wasting his Echo Slam for something, he creates a better Echo. As now, did he get the Arcane Room? He didn't.
Oh, BKB from Nisha has to be used here. Remember, Nisha did buy back in 2 fights ago.
Yeah, and he bottled that Arcane Rune. Mickey couldn't stop him, so now they have Storm Arcane.
And a Storm Ags just now completed.
I've been wanting
And that's with
this.
the debuff, so it's a plus 25% duration on the pull.
Oh, shit.
And so if they try and roast right now, now there's no echo for 65 seconds. Commits some pressure on the Liquid as they jump right in with Mickey.
Dude, they try to hop on the puppy, but he's got an Eon Disc and a Ghost Scepter. I don't know if that's the target. Now Matsu perhaps in trouble. No ultimate. Dragon Form not going to save him anyway. Nisha jumps in. Soulbind is there. And it leaves again. Nisha and Zai down. 115 seconds on that Storm Spirit. Hungry for more. Boxy jumps in onto Puppy. Ghost Scepter, Eon Disc, both used. Triple kill now for Mickey.
I I did not think they were going to go back for Matsu. Because
Dire's bottom
Matsu
tower
have
is
buyback?
under
Yeah, Matsu
attack.
has
Dire's
buyback.
bottom tower
I
has
thought they were just
fallen.
going to back off and not go for the swaps and everything because of Nisha not having buyback. But instead they committed trying to turn the fight right then and there instead. And obviously that cost them very heavily.
Dude, Grimstroke is the hero, though. These Soulbinds have been the counter to Storm. We've seen it
Dire's
against
bottom
Lycan a
tower
couple
is
games.
under attack.
So obviously we know the power of the leash, but it just
Your
stops
Sean
Storm
has
dead in his
fallen
tracks.
to the
All he
dark.
can do is yell at his teammate to walk slowly next to him so they can try to get away. It's brutal.
Yeah, especially when they're committing the swaps to like first try and help out Matsu, who's getting rooted up by the bear instead.
You can't use swap to break that tether at all.
Yeah, you can save an ally. You can pull them away. As long as you've got one guy who's not the primary, right?
Radiant's middle
I see,
tower
gotcha.
is under
Secret
attack.
getting run down now. Matsu
Dire's
has
bottom
the
tower
BKB.
is under
Miguel
attack.
gets the false promise. They found that pick on Yapsor straight away. Still 30 seconds till Storm comes back. Buyback available on Puppey.
If you pull the primary guy, you gotta just hope you're not
Radiant's
swapping him
middle
next to
tower
someone else.
has fallen.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle barrier are under
That's a
attack.
fair point.
Has fallen.
But
Radiant's middle
overall, like, it's a pretty good
has
counter to
fallen.
Grimstroke. As far as counters go, there's simply not many, right?
Yeah. And I guess we see
Radiant's
Avenge so
bottom tower
seldom
is
that
under attack.
you kind of forget about
Radiant
it as a potential
structures
counterplay
are
because she feels
fortified.
not like a hero in a lot of drafts. Barricade gonna come in handy for Secret. Trying to keep this tier 3 alive. Puppey with the blind. That Koi for Bear doing everything that it can. Parakeet's so annoying in these scenarios, but still a tall order for Secret. Back up, jumps out for the catch on to Mickey. They did cheap him for a second there, and that's the Aegis.
Over here now.
They're gonna grab another. It's Insania. False promise, long cooldown. Mickey's BKB available. There's the Wukong. Swap though from Venge.
Dire's
Zai,
bottom
that was
tower is under attack.
I think he thought he was gonna swap him out of the ulti and didn't realize he was 25. Like as it was forming, you know what I mean?
Over here now.
And then it suddenly just dropped down and was like way longer. I'm not sure. That's kind of what it looked like to me at least.
additional Wukong's ring. Little awkward there.
An afternoon
Moves one lane to
restoratives.
barracks. Now a 14K net worth favor. Pretty significant. Plus says 85% for Liquid right now.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I haven't been feeling the Aghanims on the Avenge, I'm not gonna lie.
No, it doesn't really feel like it's
I'm over
done
here.
much. Though I'm also hard pressed to really suggest another item that would have changed the state of affairs for Venge.
I mean, do they have a Spirit Vessel?
Okay,
good item.
That's a good suggestion. I
I
second.
mean,
the
it's an
notion.
Oracle, but it's still an amazing item overall, you know?
I mean, you're not wrong. Just straight up going auras could have been a play. Like they don't have a Vlad's. BK went for the AC.
It's like, I can kind of see... Like, I can understand how you can think like there'd be so many good moments where it would work, but I feel like every time he's swapping, it's just like a single ally who maybe he gets a fear on like one guy. I don't know. I've just been trying to pay attention to see like how worth it is. I like the theoretical concept of it versus the bear, because I can see how that sounds really good.
Yeah, almost like Vlad's Force could have been an option, but yeah, I don't think this game's really on Zai, no matter how you slice it.
I don't think so.
The Ninja Gear is not bad on Venge, though. It's a cool little item. This Grimstroke, though, dude, Taiga is rolling. He's got a Spell Prism and a Minotaur Horn, and he's like, I'm just gonna hang on to both. Gonna toggle my backpack a little bit there. Gonna get the cooldown reduction for the Soulbind.
He's not even thinking about like a Scythe or something. I guess he's just never gonna reach there.
I think they're realizing, like, dude, you just need to live and get the ult off on Storm. And now Puppey does drop the ultimate for this. He's got an Eon Disc of his own. A little bit of time for Secret to make the rotation. Ignis about to expire, and Matsu not gonna be able to get there in time.
Now Taiga's got his dragon, chasing Yapsor, just zoning him back from Jin. They're actually gonna
damage
kill
it
him.
does, dude. Mickey's just gonna jump in. It serves his vision in the back line, and it has a slow. Dark Portrait is pretty legit, dude.
It's so strong versus supports. To just run it at the supports, like what can you do when it's spell immune? You know what I mean? Like what the hell is a Shaker gonna do?
You're not winning that right-click battle.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under
why does it get
attack.
plus 30% move speed? when that
Dire's
TK is
turret,
already
Radiant's
so
bottom
fast.
tower has fallen.
You're right. It does get 30% movement speed. Oh, Storm stunned up. The stun again. Soulbind. Nisha's just
Radiant's
done.
bottom barracks
Doesn't
are
have
under
a buyback.
attack.
This is looking tough for Secret. That's going to be another lane of
Radiant's
barracks
bottom
now.
barracks
Liquid
has fallen.
one step away from taking game one in this group stage best of 3. A hell of an opener for this series. Now they jump inside. The first line is silenced, brought down. Forced by Nisha. This might be the team fight they were waiting for. BKBs get popped. Nisha alive, swap from Zai. They're going to try to chase down Nick Yang. Now the Sun Train has arrived. They're going to make it 3. And they're still hunting. They want more. Foxy in the tree. Interrupted. This was there, but without a TP, there will be no escape. That's going to be 4 down on the side of Liquid. Secret are down, but they're not out yet.
Haste!
My man. My man. Now, 2
How did we
buybacks.
get here?
Dire's middle tower is under
Vengeance
attack.
Storm buyback.
Yeah, I mean, Storm buyback is a hell of a drug, I guess.
I mean, it was maybe a slight overcommitment, but it was the Storm buyback and the Ags on the Vortex, dude. That was a 3-hero black hole in the Echo. They finally just hit the combo. And I think
Dire's
this
middle
is
tower
coming
is
down
under
to,
attack.
is Grimstroke going to be able to soulbind the Storm? If yes, Liquid win. If no, Liquid lose. That's kind of how these
Dire's
team
middle
fights have
tower
been
has
unfolding.
fallen.
That's
think
Secret have to
it's-
think about their positioning right now, though, because they're missing the Echo Slam. They're still playing very forward. They want another just grab. Like, you see, like,
Dire's
hopping
middle
high ground.
tower
Like,
is under
Freewave's trying to see if
attack.
there's someone around.
I think they know they have to force
Dire's
buybacks
structures
here. They
are
have to do something. This is still a pretty tall order. 2 lanes of barracks down. Secret not going to get any real counter pressure onto the structures. Chip damage on tier 3s and no buybacks forced. That hurts.
It does. It's also still a minute away from the first potential Roche.
This was over before it started.
You die. Yet
What have they
your failure
changed,
lives on.
though, with that big kill? I mean, obviously, there must be some bigger items now that are going to be possible, right? Like, I mean, I'm not sure what's happened with this Demon Edge. I'm going to have to guess that, Matu, has he completed the rest of it? Or whatever he's buying? Is it his Daedalus? I think I saw that queued up earlier. Or is it the good stuff?
I'm getting a second wind!
This next Roche will absolutely be key.
Oh, yeah, it's a Daedalus, so Matu's got that
Looking
coming.
for me?
Yappy's got a Shadow Blade. Tell me how much that matters.
It's just all about the jump, right? It's just another item to try and get him good Echo Slams. Just everything to enable his spells. Definitely matters a lot. They've been pretty good on the vision on the side of Liquid, but until now, I don't even think there's a glimmer on the Radiant still, right? So
No,
they're probably
I don't
not
think so.
carrying that many sentries, and I don't think they have a gem either. So being your first like invisibility item at this point in the game is going to be really nice for them. They're not going to be ready for like looking to Yapsor like that.
Right. A lot of Eon discs, though, and
That is true. That's a
wow.
very good counter.
Grimstroke, though, actually switching it up. Did not go for the Eon disc, holding 3k gold.
What happens if you have Octarine Core and Spell Prism?
Well, you get extra cooldown reduction.
Yeah, I know, but with his items, I mean. That's going to be kind of crazy. Like, with Dark Portrait, that'll move it from 35 down 20%. And down another 25% too.
I don't know how the math works now, but I know it's not straight additive. It was.
I wonder if you get 2.
You might have.
I wonder if he can cut it down 20 seconds.
No, that's too much. It'll be down
I'm
to
gonna
like
guess
19
it's probably one of the
seconds or
ones that
something.
goes away too when you summon another one. But I've never seen a refresher ink portrait, so I don't actually know.
Haste!
Yeah, I've never seen that either.
Let's see. I'll Google it. I'm on it.
But no, I know they changed the cooldown reduction stuff to be somehow
Dire
multiplicative.
are scanning.
Uh-oh, Boxing, he's going to get initiated on. This could start a big fight. Storm zipping into back line. Right now, Liquid very spread out. It seems to be favoring Secret. They find Insania, but now it's the Venge that's locked down, rooted and feared. That's going to be a 1-3 off, and now they're going to pursue. That's so much comes down, but yeah, Storm with the dub finds the counter kill onto Mickey. The damage is there, and now they want Boxing. Stuns galore. He gets crit on this DK with his fresh Daedalus.
They still have the outpost, but they're not buying back yet on Liquid. Are they going to be able to get vision in the pit? I don't know if that stroke saw. There we go. Now he's going to see the roaches in there. Obviously, Secret well aware with the illusion, too.
This Storm Lincoln's is going to be huge. Trent, how does Lincoln's work with Soulbind if you're not the primary person? Like, if he can't
do anything.
Okay, so it's
like
only if
Bat
he
Rider
casts
stuff.
it on you as primary.
Yeah.
If you walk next to somebody that's soulbound and he's looking
They
for a
gotcha.
tether, the Lincoln's is useless. Okay.
Yeah. But obviously, you want the Storm to be the main target because of the swapping issue.
Yeah, okay. I got you. Interesting. So this Venge might actually... It might get to this point where the counter pick against Grimstroke is going to come into play.
Man, the old Venjags was so much better. And you could use your spells and stuff when you were dead.
Oh, yeah.
That one was actually hype. I thought that was a cool, like, lore-based one. It was kind of broken, though. It had, like, a crazy win rate pubs.
Yeah. It was very Wraith King Eggs-esque.
It was
It
just,
allowed-
like, bad to kill Venge.
Yeah, it allowed you to do weird stuff with Venge where you're putting yourself in this position where you're kind of happy if you die because then you can just keep casting your spells. It's an odd... Kind of breaks down that whole risk-reward ratio return with positioning, you know?
Yeah. Oh, mid lane, the gem on the box. Remember, he just bumped back.
He does have the Eon
Bumped
Disc,
back a while
though.
ago.
That gives him the reset that he needs. Always forget that Eon Disc doesn't just save you that first time, but then you get a 2.5 second buff that gives you 75% status resistance. So it's
Radiant are scanning.
a pretty good window to try and survive if that gets procced.
That's an interesting scan to do because, like, they know they were just there, right? But the reason you scan there is you maybe wonder if they just did that big smoke around again, right?
I mean, we are even on net worth, so absolutely. We're at that point where the next team fight is going to be pretty darn telling, whether it's Roche or High Ground, Aegis, Cheese, and Ag's Blessing.
Yeah, buildings do not matter right now.
Over here.
It's just buybacks.
But, 55 minutes, this is the point where one bad team fight could cost you the game on either side. And
He should
Liquid
use his Lincoln to be huge. He's died so many times.
committing, and here it is. Secret jumped in, but the bear destroying Zai. No buyback available there, and it's going to be a 5v4 around the pit.
That's the big save they need for the potential Soulbind. Nisha even has the gem right now. He needs that space when he dives in.
Trying to eye this up. Now the Hex from Storm as he jumps in onto Boxy. Boxy lives through it. Secret just trying to slow down this Roche for now. DK may be caught. Will the follow-up be there? Boxy coming back in. The DK is very tanky. Pops the DKB. Return damage. Nisha with the Vortex. The Soulbind flies through. Looking like a rough fight for Secret as they start to retreat.
Here I am.
He echoed quite by Tiger, but it wasn't enough damage. The two of them still survived just by being in the mud golem pit. Now the rundown.
Beard pulled back the other way with the remnant. There's his Eon Disc. Puppy running out of cooldowns. Another blind. Another fissure. This Connell trying to make the great escape.
Let the fun begin.
Trusted with the light
plus Bear
once more.
Vortex. No follow-up there and a buyback from Puppy. Another good fight for Liquid.
Matu wants the bear, though, and they do get it. So that's going to be forcing you to summon. That's going to be a potential 2 minutes now if they can get this bear.
Jumps forward, another fight breaks out. Vortex on 2. Yapsor still alive as he makes it back. BKB popped by Mickey, the Elder Dragon.
Everything on Matu.
Matu not going to live through this. The bear just does too much damage.
My valor
So
shall you
Matu
not
now,
hesitate.
Liquid getting big gains from these engagements.
This is just getting absurd how long things are taking. It's so 40 seconds for another Echo Slam, though. 20 seconds for another Will-O-Wisp. And Taiga still holds that Soulbind. He has just been locked on keeping that thing for Storm. They send Zai right in.
Alright, a bold maneuver as he walks back into the Resonant Pulse. Zai going to be in some trouble. Stick charges, have another swap, but there's the Wukong's command.
Over
Storm
here.
jumps onto the backside, grabs 2 or 3 with the Vortex.
He's got a slot open. He wants that Aegis.
Use the synth, any of it will be good. Nisha jumps in now. Secret trying to finish off Rose.
Roshan has fallen to the
Gotten it. Aegis goes to Monty.
Radiant's middle tower.
Now Boxy saved by the Eon Disc. They won't be able to save Insania. Things have quickly turned, and now it's Liquid. They're going to have to fight a 45. Long range zip from Nisha, looking for more.
Radiant's
Mickey.
middle
Oh,
tower
no, he
is
jumps
under
down just
attack.
at the wrong time. Gets Hex Tree, gets broken. Nisha's going to fight him, and this Monkey King should be dead. Does have a
Touche. I'm over here.
Can they kill him in
Dyer's
time before
top
the
tower
BKB?
is under
They
attack.
do.
My God.
2 down, no buyback on the side of Liquid.
Oh, it's 90 seconds. It's like exactly when the bounty runs come back too, so they can't. He's so close to buyback. It's like 230 gold away.
Radiant's
they've
middle
got
tower
creep
is
70
under
lane.
attack.
Secret can actually make a push here. Puppy's going to stay back. He'll defend thanks to the Veil. He can slam out these waves, no problem. He's also picked up BOTs now, so he can rejoin the party. 75 seconds.
Over here now.
Oh man, is it enough to just end it? 70 seconds of no Monkey King. I mean, the creeps are just dying. They're going back for outposts. It looks like Secret are not committing for just like GGing right now. They're still feeling like they can take the next fight.
Okay. I mean, they didn't.
They
get the
also
kill
don't
on
know.
Roche.
They also assume that he is buyback, right? That's a pretty big thing.
True. I mean, forcing it is also big, but they did walk away with all the spoils, and it is DK that got that Ag's blessing. So now you
Radiant
got to
are
deal
scanning.
with the Black Drake.
Well, and also the dark portrait of it too.
That is a good point. Yes.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Yeah, I'd rather have the real thing.
Yeah, but no, you do make a good point though. Like, makes you wonder a little bit. I guess they already have a lot of Ags out, so I guess we're gonna give it to the Shaker, not a lot of options. Matu pops the BKB, and there's the Black Drake portrait in the
Dyer's
back
top
line.
tower is under attack.
Good,
They'll
use that
just try to
Shadow
click
Blade.
it down. At least it does die
Dyer's
relatively
top tower
quickly.
has fallen.
Matu gets that tier 3 tower, but 10 seconds on respawns. They're just going to back up. Secret not eager to overcommit right now. By the way, Puppy is like mega farmed. I guess blasting out these waves will have that effect on you, but like,
Yeah.
he's more farmed than some of the cores. Like he's right up there at 20k net worth.
It's him and Tiger doing the exact same thing, right? Tiger's also jumped over Boxy. He's got 293 last hits on the Coddle and 192 on the Grim Stroke. Oh, baby. I have not seen a Fallen Sky in so long. Let's go.
Here we go. Is this item actually good?
Oh, Book of the Dead, too? I didn't even realize we're closing on 60 minutes.
Dude,
Oh,
game 1, 60 minutes today, bud.
she's a good one. Is Fallen Sky even good? Yeah, it's good. I mean, if you have to use a blink anyway, it's just better blink, right?
Is it straight up?
It's better in
shorter
every single
cooldown?
way.
Okay, yeah.
It even has 400 more range than normal blink.
Okay. Yeah, you've convinced me. It's...
Plus, it takes your neutral item slot instead, which is pretty hype. All right, guys, what is the most broken item that they need here? I mean, obviously, there's always the Apex. The primary attribute could be pretty crazy, although it's not as good as it used to be, obviously, with the changes, right?
Just straight stats now, not percentage. So...
Well, that plus, like, the idea of, like, Spell Amp, for example,
Oh,
Story of Spirit.
right.
Like, it used to be way better.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know if you won anymore. Oh, who got the Trident? Oh, you poor bastards. The Radiant got the Trident. Ah, that's unfortunate.
I really think the Trident just needs to be an item. I think it should not be a tier item. It just needs to be an expensive late game item that you can buy. Nobody's going to buy it anyway, but it's like the dice roll of, oh, we got the useless tier 5 item. Congrats.
Yeah, it's not great.
I've never seen it ever in a single
I think
game.
I saw Medusa buy it when it first
Medusa
came
is the
out.
only hero I've ever heard theory crafted that it's actually good on.
It just sucks that you have to pay for it. Like, just cut it down by 30% and just give it as an item or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I mean, it's a cool
odd.
concept because everyone always wanted to make the 3 of them together, right? You know?
Yeah, that's why I think it should just be an item. It doesn't have to be a... Let it be. We have plenty of niche items anyway, you know?
I hear you.
Oh, now this is a good one, bud. The Mirror Shield. This is going to come out for Liquid. It is. 20 stats, and
Why does
like
it get
a
20 stats?
It's like a Lincoln's Lotus, as if they had a baby and then came together and that baby had superpowers. You block and reflect most spells every 8 seconds. Crazy
How good
short
is
cooldown.
this game though? It's not particularly. It's like basically just the Venge and the DK, right?
Sounds pretty fucking good against Electric Vortex to me.
Well, sounds like it doesn't fucking work there, Bugs. He's got Naganims.
Well, oh yeah, you're right. Damn. For a moment, I thought Vortex was one of those you targeted on somebody and then it's everyone around him, but it's just an AoE on the ground. You're right. Oh, Zai, there's the Soulbind. They don't save it for the Storm. This is going to come back to cost them. They get a quick pick on Zai, so seems worth. Again, no buyback available on the Venge, and they'll kill the Illusion.
No, you're right. It's good before the Aghanim's, but then the Aghanim's changes.
Yeah, the Ags ruins it. Okay.
Yeah. That was like the Link. That was the old Lincoln's counter.
It's like Dragon Tail, Magic Missile. You got a couple single target key stuns, but I'll concede. Not as god tier as I first thought.
I'm thinking Matu probably wishes he didn't have a Fallen Sky, considering he just bought a Rapier though. There's probably some better items to scale with that, but they didn't really
the
get
Apex
any
is
regular
really
items.
good on DK.
Sorry, what is?
The Apex is really good.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about it in the context of Storm, but he's one of the dream carriers.
I don't know. Again, it's just not nearly as good as it used to be. It was completely broken because of the idea of like getting all the bonuses. Even after they changed it from percent to flat, like now I just don't even know how great it is. It's basically just right-click damage now. And HP, obviously, if it's strength, but just, I don't know.
Certainly heard about it, talked about much less. All right, so, and they got the Force Boots. That was the other item for Secret. And Liquid, they got the Ballista. That's one that they're not using right now.
All right, so let's see here. So with the Black Dragon, he gets his free pathing, he gets his magic resistance, and then now currently he has a 60 attack speed bonus. He has a movement speed of 60%, and he's 150% damage splash with his Rapier Daedalus Satanic build. Pretty good.
We're about to see if DK can roleplay as a late game carry. This is like the ultimate test.
The coin of the realm.
Rapier in hand, smoke from Secret, Liquid starting to move in. Puppy walks up to the high ground, gets down a ward, kind of face checks things. Storm jumps on the back line. He wants the Grimstroke. Can't finish him off, but Yapzor jumps in with the dunk. They got him. That's a buyback though. Yapzor does pay with his life. He buys back also. Insania survives. False Promise has been used. Down to a very short cooldown of 25 seconds though.
Liquid are regrouping too. They're holding back. Mickey just like keeping the ulti, prepping, and they basically just traded Echo Slam for a buyback now on a Grimstroke. Not exactly ideal, especially if Liquid can now punish. They also had to buy back on the Shaker too.
Good support scale so well. We don't talk about Oracle in the late game very often. He's about to hit 25.
And this is that new Oracle with that level 20 talent that kind of kept him relevant lately.
25-second cooldown on False Promise. That is hard to deal with.
He can send this Book of the Dead just down the lane, honestly, if they just want to keep forcing this fight here.
Book of the Dead's good for that. It pushes strikingly fast. Boxy as Matu jumps in with the blink. The Fallen Sky at work. Zai now jumps in. False Promise used on himself from Insania. Another spread out fight. Not looking great for Liquid, but can get out of dodge here. Cooldowns have been used. Top Insania. Now Zai up in no man's land. Look for the swap down. Grabs Nisha. That's not the target. Oh no! Now the Soulbind comes. Zai. Oh no! The Storm's down for 120. Has the bomb. They get the Zai back now onto the Grimstroke. Now the Soulbind's back. They're gonna kill Boxy. Meanwhile, in the top lane, though, the push of the dead going to work. No, it's just Coin Bus. He's got the Megas. Oh, that's one bad bear trend.
Now have Mega Waves.
Koikfa and the Necros doing it together.
Zip!
The bear
Try to
fight.
chase down the bear. I think they'll get it.
Oh no.
Yapzor DCs. That's a bummer.
Damn, he's like in the middle of the map too with like blink and stuff. So hopefully he wasn't gone for too long.
Dude, these fights have been absolutely insane. It's like, I get why they want to gank the Grimstroke. They shut him down, but it costs an echo. And then the Storm dies from I think I would call that a misplay from Zai. I think of all the targets to swap there, Storm is the worst choice.
Yeah, but you got to assume that like he's going to get, like, what are the odds that when you swap him in, he's going to get soul binded? I don't know. I can see it. He's like the most likely guy to get out at the same time, you know?
Yeah, but you know, like they've only soul binded him. He's been like 90% of the soul binds. You know that
Lincoln's and Cheese, to be fair. And he had Bloodstone.
Yeah, all right. That's a lot of things are stacking up to make it seem like Nisha could have lived there. You're not wrong. I guess anyone else he swaps in is 100% dead. Storm at least has an quote unquote an out, right?
Yeah. I mean, shouldn't he just let himself die, though? Maybe. You're not exactly the most valuable ally.
That is a fair assessment there. Yeah, things have shifted, right? It feels like we're getting into a position 3 coddle, and this is now just a support vengeful spirit. So yeah. In that regard, absolutely. But it swings back the other way where Secret get the dieback on Grimstroke. So now it's sort of this, Nisha, you've got 100 seconds of no Grimstroke. Let's buy back and cripple him.
They might just go for the end here with the megas. Like, I mean, most mega comebacks happen right after they're taken, right? The other team overcommits to get the megas, and then they've spent too many resources for the defense.
So now, like, technically, they're going to have a 4v5 for 90 seconds where they could just try to all in.
If they get they have enough time to Roche, too, because, like, everyone just does it so fast at this point that theoretically
oh my god.
They could Roche, and he just bought his Kaya back, dude. Well, I mean, obviously, he still has all the Bloodstone, but he's getting the Trident. Let's go. I think he got them all.
God. Are we going to actually see it? There's a resummon on the bear. Is this going to be my first Trident game, Trent?
It's on the way. It's on the courier. The Trident.
Oh.
Wow. Look at this thing, guys.
Arrived.
30 strength, 30 agi, 30 int, 30% status resistance.
You know,
Mortality is mine.
Stats. I guess the agi is kind of the only thing that you don't really care about.
Well, the part that's kind of crazy is that the spell amp is like insanely valuable now that you've lost all of it from your int. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's a way to look at it. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, the spell amp's so expensive now. Again, that's the reason why the Veil's better.
Dude, this is pretty cool. I mean, it is in that extra neutral slot. That adds a lot of value to it. So maybe if it was just a regular item, actually nobody would buy it. But in this case,
30% mana loss reduction? That sounds kind of crazy. I mean, that's one of the reasons why it's so broken on Medusa. But on a Storm, you know. Usually the problem is just like opportunity cost. Like, what else could you have bought? But, oh no, not Yappy again.
Ruh-roh. That's a little
Yappy Hot 4, what's going on, buddy?
Reset that old router, bud. Find those lost packets. I mean, 30% status resistance is no slouch either. Well, I don't know, like, dude. The more I'm looking at the Trident, I'm starting to think that maybe it's criminally underloved.
Nah, it's too expensive. You have to remember, like.
So you think this should come with like a discount voucher kind of deal where like, yeah, we got the Trident recipe and now all the Ashas are a little cheaper?
I think for its strength, it's fine for what it is. It's just that the problem is that everything else is free. So like there's games where you can't afford it. This is the perfect kind of game where it's like stalling out a little bit, where it's kind of nice to have a giant thing to sink your gold into instead of walking around with 9,000 gold, which does happen in games, right? So maybe it's okay that we have that. It's just that probably in the majority of games, you really want that, like, I need an item that's really good right now. And you get a Trident that you can't afford, you know?
Okay, I see what you mean. So it is the definition of situational tier 5 item. That's pretty much what we've come down to.
And I feel like tier 5
this thing's God tier.
Yeah, tier 5 is not where I really want situational. You know, I want to like help me. Tier 1, okay, cool. You know.
Hey, it's better than the pirate hat. All right, I'll give you that one.
I don't know, 150 attack speed, dude. Imagine this DK with another 150 attack speed.
He needs his blink dagger though. I don't know. I think Fallen Sky might actually be the best choice for DK. He's got 50 regen right now, dude. It's also got 15 HP regen on it. Fallen Sky
why not?
Is,
you know.
I think you're right though. If Fallen Sky didn't just straight up replace Blink Dagger, it wouldn't feel that good. But when you get to 60 minutes, there are a lot of heroes where you feel stuck in these slots, and the Blink, you still need it, but you kind of wish that you could replace it for something else. And now I mean, DK, I'd rather have the Fallen Sky, and then you can buy a Moon Shard. No,
I actually forgot that it's 10 mana regen too. That's crazy. Like that his mana regen before was 4.5.
Now it's 14. Yeah. Now, obviously, the Pirate Hat's way more attack speed than the Moon Shard, but Fallen Sky plus Moon Shard feels like a much better combo because you can't ever buff your Blink Dagger else.
You know, Fallen Sky was like Trident when it first dropped. You had to combine a Meteor Hammer and a Blink Dagger. You just got a recipe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, that was like the first patch.
Because so many heroes buy both Blink Dagger and Meteor Hammer.
It's literally just Treant.
It's such a value upgrade. Now at least you get the money back for selling the Blink. And that's something.
I've been wanting this.
Well, hopefully Yapstar won't have any trouble. I'd hate to see this game go down because he's having connection issues.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
I mean, this has turned into look at that ghost trap. They killed a bear down bottom. It's a little pick me up. But it's been as much as a 15K net worth lead for Liquid, and it's now back up to nearly 10K for Secret. And Dota Plus doesn't know what the hell is going on. Mega creeps
oh my God,
on the side of Secret, but it's about 40% in favor of Secret to win because you've got Storm, who can do what he just did up top to push out waves. That's pretty good. And you got DK with a Rapier. So one of these classic, like, yeah, you got our Megas, but now how do you end the game? And it feels like Liquid don't really have a great incentive to try to go throne and push tier 4s. And obviously Secret have to focus on keeping the creep waves pushed out, so they can't really go for smokes or super aggro plays. We got a real proper stalemate here, Trent.
Look at this bear. I mean, first of all, look at the Lone Druid hero. He has Brown Boots, Aghanims, and Philosopher's Stone. And this bear is running around the map with a Book of the Dead 3. Yeah, Source on the hunt. Did he get past the Necros or was he spotted, I wonder? Looks like he got past them because Koik was going to TP the bear out. Oh, Yapzor, no.
This is starting to look like a legitimate connection problem here. This is scary for Secret. I mean, during lockdown times, I think we've all experienced it. The infrastructure around the world is being tested to its limits. All of us are at home using the internet, watching Twitch, downloading movies, all the other things we shouldn't be doing on the internet. Oh no, I hope he can find his package, Trent. Kick Taiga and play 4v4.
I think that's a pretty good trade for Secret, honestly.
I think so too. You get rid of the Dark Fortune. I think this game gets a lot easier. Sorry,
Yappy.
That. Sorry,
you should have jumped on that, man. Like, deal. Gentleman's agreement.
What would be even funnier is if Secret agreed, and then the admins are sitting here scratching their heads like, oh, fuck, this isn't in the rules. Oh, God, are we allowed to do this?
You know, I had to laugh. I saw Heyoka tweeted recently. Fun fact, our rules explicitly do not forbid a dog from participating in DreamHack events to allow an Airbud type scenario.
Hey guys, this is my bonus out there. If you want to make Airbud come true, let us know because we're willing to film it.
If you got a dog that can pop some skulls or hit some creeps, send them our way.
Airbud type scenario. I forgot about that movie franchise.
That was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I loved that movie.
How did they train the dog to play basketball?
It was just naturally good at basketball. He wasn't really trained.
Wow, what a gold mine.
Yeah, he just like threw the ball in the air and the dog would bop it up with his nose. There's that one iconic scene where the kid's just like, go away. He's like trying to get the dog to leave. Go watch some Airbud, guys. It's a terrible movie.
That's a good lockdown 90s feel-good movie.
I mean, kind of feel good. Except the dog's like whooping everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, there's probably some animal abuse to film that shit. It's probably not a feel-good movie. Last night we watched The Cable Guy. Talk about feel-good 90s movies. What a weird flick.
That was a weird movie.
Funny, but weird. Well, the stalemate continues. 70 minutes. Secret are continuing to further their network lead, which means nothing. 10K, 20K, they already got megas. What is the out for Liquid here? Like, do you go for a smoke and just try to pick somebody off? Like, you know that Secret are just moving as this death ball because you know that they know your way to win this is to get a pick off. So again,
Whoa, what
I genuinely don't know what you do here if you're Liquid. Like
You buy more items.
Yeah, you're tempted to fall into the trap of, well, guys, we're in a great advantage here, so we got to wait for them to make a mistake. And
You have watched this team before, right? They lean back.
I know.
All the way back. They find that little bar on the gamer chair. They put that thing all the way back, horizontal. Boxy can't even see his screen right now. He's just clicking randomly across the map while he farms his Aghanims.
This is the team of infinite patience.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's correlation with Swedish culture and high levels of patience, but these guys, they have raised the bar in terms of holding out long games.
Oh yeah, hunt down that helm creep. Get him, Boxy. This is the most exciting action we're gonna get for the next 10 minutes, guys. Oh, Mickey with the kill. 200 gold on that helm.
Oh!
Thanks for the rapier gold, nerd.
It's also interesting. Books of the Dead.
The fallen sky onto the haste rune. I feel like I always see Book of the Dead, like every game that goes into minutes.
Anecdotally, I feel the same. Certainly from games I've played, I feel like I've gotten Book of the Dead every single time I've gotten tier 5 items. It's weird. I like it though. It's pretty good. It's great in these scenarios. Like it helps you push out waves very easily. Coddle can blast some of the book, send them down the lane, and they'll push out really far.
So they're trying to bait the bear here again. This is pretty nice. This is like the best play they can make. Oh, but you put the ward down on the observer sentry.
Oh, the ward.
That'll get you. You know, they weren't actually sure where they were either. I don't think, because they scanned a little bit further ahead.
All right, here it comes. Liquid, posturing like they want to make a push. Sending it to the scout. Matsu with the forward side counter. And
epic, dude. Thank you.
The DK will clean it up. All right, how about this, Trent? We've got
Lay it on,
three
dude.
level 29 heroes. Are there any level 30s that hit a pretty nasty breakpoint?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Anything
I mean, I guess Storms is kind of cool, right? Because no one ever takes the Overload Pierce's immunity, but now he's going to have it.
It's a little something.
And he gets 325 health. I mean, that's kind of cool. Just like getting your other 15 talent, too. That's nice.
Woo. Yeah, yep. DK is pretty nice. He's going to get a lot more HP. He'll get 350 and the 20 strength.
Holy shit.
Not to mention the Dragon Blood.
Oh my god, dude. He is going to have he's going to be so tanky.
He's going to go from pretty tanky to Omega tanky. And what about Monkey King? I guess his aren't particularly exciting.
The armor is kind of cool versus this like DK. It's like splashing a bunch of right-click damage.
Yeah. It certainly helps, but I wouldn't
it's
call
100
it
armor, dude. That's such a comical amount of armor.
Yeah. How much does that change his reduction to? Because it's one of the, like, armor has that, is it diminishing returns for each additional armor point, something like that? So like he already has 66% physical resistance. I wonder how much plus 100 armor takes him up to, like 80%
It's
or
gonna be like
85?
89 or 90, 94 or something stupid, I'm sure. That's a lot of armor. Like plus 100.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's like a Nyx level. What was his? Is it 100
Agi?
100 Agi? That's
yeah,
it.
it needs to be 150. That's what they need to buff it to, and then someone will take it.
I mean, well, his other talent is so good. Isn't it the unobstructed pathing in Vendetta?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I don't. You can make it 300 Agi, and I don't know that I'd take it. Matsu mid lane. He gets swapped out by Zai. This is gonna end up being a bait, but who's gonna win the battle? Boxy. He gets stunned up. Now the false promise will keep it alive. Mickey gets a double damage.
Dude, he swapped way in.
That Secret want to take, but he's also got Astral Step to simulate another Astral Step. Is he gonna pop? New Scepter. False promise. Nope, can't save him. Boxy's down. It's a false promise indeed, and they get the bear. Big stuff for Secret.
Huge. That's I don't know. They were like trying to poke Matsu. I think they were just trying to force a BKB because that's what you do in that scenario. Like you know that it's probably not going to amount to the big fight, but then suddenly he gets chain sent like twice, and they're like thinking about committing. Okay, he just went up 700 HP by the way, guys. Okay, it was what 3890, and he's 4490, so he went up 600 HP almost exactly.
There you go. 20 strength, 350 HP.
That is insane.
But now up to 63 HP regen, which is also a lot. Yeah, in fights, but
76% physical resistance with his 44 armor.
Generation.
dang. All right, here it is. The jump in. Buyback used by Boxy. Another very spread out fight, but it's Matsu that gets hexed up. Remember, he's the one with the rapier. Yapsor lingering in the tree line, ready to play sacrificial lamb if he needs to. Jumps in, Nisha with the vortex on follow up dunk. They get Boxy. That's a dieback now. It's a 5v4 for
Radiant's
2
middle
minutes.
tower
Can't
is under
survive
attack.
more though. Taiga doing what he can, but sort of
The
gets
Bears in the base.
Radiant's middle
Tier
tower
four.
has
Oh no,
fallen.
tier 4 is the siege. Buyback from the Oracle. They're going to come in to kill the bear. Secret do make this hold.
Where's the party?
Actual damage.
And now Koikba has the refresher too. Wait, did he have to refresh to do that?
I think so.
Oh,
Wait, no.
he did.
Did he refresh? He just brought a bear back, or the bear just died again?
No, he brought it back. The bear's alive somewhere.
Oh, it's in the bottom. Okay. I hate not having a hotkey for the bear when there's Aghanims. There's no easy way to jump on him, but dude, here it is. The double rapier black dragon as now Secret move into the pit. This is
some Underlord shit.
this is Roche 4 or 5 or something. This is Aegis Cheese Refresher. How do you split this up?
I think Aegis is still on Storm. Even with the DK Ags or double rapier, I don't know if he can afford to get rid of his bots is the only problem.
I kind of agree. I don't think you have the slots, and I think Storm
Roshan has fallen to the
did he
Radiant.
get a slot back?
Immortality is
I
mine.
actually really
Radiant's
would
middle
like that.
tower is under
Currently,
attack.
Zai is holding it.
Because they're running out of Ags options. Puppy is the only one left. And
I think you're right. I don't think it's worth giving to Puppy. I think you give that to Storm for sure.
What does the puppy? What does the Puddle Ags even do?
It gives you the
light
heal and the channel. Yeah.
And that doesn't feel that crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I'm really surprised they went with that. I mean, it's really good for pushing out Megas, I guess, is the only thing. Because it makes it a lot safer for him to be pushing out the sidelines, but it feels like another slot for Storm would be pretty good right now when he has 6,000
Looking for me?
I mean, I guess he can always buy it though, right?
Yeah, but it's so far away. I don't know. What's this? Puppy is the one with 9. Puppy has 10,000 gold. You're telling me Storm can buy it?
Well, Storm already has the Ags though. He just has to buy the synth. It's not that big of a deal. But I'd also rather
10,000 gold.
But he is.
I want my Storm to have like 4 buybacks. Like.
Okay, no, you're totally right. I can't justify this. As hard as I'm trying, Puppy's like stupidly farmed now. He's got the Octarine Core refresher.
Why did he take the blessing?
Well, and Cuddle's another one of those heroes where this very same Aghanims used to be much better before they changed the ultimate, because it gave you 24/7 ultimate always on status, right? So it wasn't just the healing, the Luminate. It also.
Oh yeah, back. You mean with it before he would not even have blinding light and shit.
Right. So they changed the way he works without changing his Aghanim. So he's one of these poor heroes where his Aghanims is like disproportionately shitty, if that makes sense. It wasn't really designed for Coddle in his current state. So that's my main argument against of like...
Where's the
There's a
party?
big catch! Mickey has the rapier!
Over here
Gotta
now.
find another. Now Tyga's in trouble. He does use a soul bind, but it's not going to be enough. It gets reflected even. Oh no, now the snorkel's going to go down. Liquid crumbling at the seams. The rapier's still down. Surely they noticed.
I don't know.
I don't. Oh no.
I mean, does it matter?
I mean, Yapsor's got a Shadow Blade and Ags. I think on Shaker it's kind of cool.
Invisibility.
Now he's got boots of travel too. Sold his Force Staff.
I mean, at the very least.
And now they're pinging it. Who just pinged it? Mickey did.
Oh my God. Right now, Liquid are like, dude, we could get the rapier.
The bear. The bear's gonna see it. Now Quickman's like, well, I don't have any slots for it. What do I do?
He's like, what do you want me to do about it?
Now Boxy's found out.
But meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're going to find another maybe Eon Disc, but another swamp. Boxy jumps back. So much mobility. And I'm going to go up the court. But there's the hatch. But look at all follow up from the Tumba Man. Buybacks coming from Liquid. They got him. Koikba will fall. No buyback available on the Druid. That's 2 down on Liquid. Stuck on the sideline. Secret now with a 50K net worth edge. So starting to feel like Secret's getting quick and down bottom. They're going to prioritize it. Matsu jumps in. Huge damage. The double rapier is just too much.
That's it, man. They surely they can't with no bear here. Mickey's gonna pull out something absolutely insane. That rapier is still there right now.
He's just chilling. Dude, this might be one of the most value coddle picks we have ever seen in terms of how much work he has done pushing out waves. He's
Dire's
got
middle tower
43K
is under
net worth,
attack.
dude.
He's almost 500. He almost has 600 last hits. He's at 556 right now.
Like, he has made holding these
Dire's
megas
middle
so much
tower
easier.
has
Between him and
fallen.
Storm, it's almost like
Dire's
Secret
middle
aren't
tower
playing
is
against
under
megas
attack.
in some ways. It doesn't really feel like a challenge.
All right, Boxy's got the rapier. He went down to get it.
Dire's
He's
middle
right
tower
home.
has
It's a great
fallen.
mission. I mean, I think it was worth
Dire's
it. Now the glyph
structures
comes
are
down. One
fortified.
tier 4 remaining. Batsu trying to end. The rest of his team chipping away at the barracks still
Dire's
standing.
middle
Smoke
barracks are under
the base
attack.
from
Dire's
Liquid
middle
will
tower
come in a few
has
seconds.
fallen.
It's going to be a 45.
Radiant
Comes
structures
down.
are fortified.
Does not connect on Nisha. Wukong's command gets countered by Puppy's ult. Liquid aren't going to
Dire's
find
top barracks
anything.
are under attack.
Beautiful positioning from Secret as they just break it apart. Lock on to Mickey. BKB on cooldown. Mickey gets roll again. Sadia survives in the back line, but can't get off false promise, and now
Their only hope is the bear play, but he's still dead.
I don't
It's
think they
over.
can do it. Secret has finally done it. 82 minutes.
Victory.
And